It was the night that changed my life. Up until then, I was just a street rat named Jason Todd. My mother was dead. Dad was in prison for life. Rate I was going, I'd be meeting him there soon. But that was the night I met the Batman.
You do realize that's the Batmobile, right?
Duh, you do realize you parked your car in Crime Alley, right?
Yeah, I heard all the stories. About the vigilante who dresses like a bat and beats the crap out of bad guys. But until he's standing right there, like a nightmare in a cape, you never think he's coming for you. I should have bolted. But the truth is, I've been a fighter long before I ever learned how to fight.
You want to beat up on a kid? Go and listen to GCPD like every other bully in this city.
I'm only going to ask you this once, so give some serious thought to your answer.
What?
Are you hungry? Slow down, Jason. You're going to lose a finger.
Sorry. This is the closest thing to a home-cooked meal I've had since I had a home. Funny, I was here once, looking for Wayne Manor, trying to case the place, but I got lost.
Why do you think it's okay to steal things from people?
You kidding me? Look at this view. Frickin' billionaire playboy thinks he's king of the world. Pfft.
Sometimes you just have to give people a chance, Jason. They'll usually surprise you.
Turned out, the Batman and the billionaire were one and the same. Before I knew it, I had a new address. A new home. Not bad for a kid who was sleeping on a wet cardboard box a week earlier. There was weight training and fight training. Like 24/7. Forget about a GED. I was earning multiple doctorates in criminology.
If the nucleotide polymorphisms don't match, then the suspect wasn't related to the victim.
Not necessarily, because the more
diverse the haplotypes, the farther apart are any shared ancestors. Got it.
But it was more than just lessons and drills. This was something I'd never had before in my life.
Every time I think I understand it all, I realize how much I still don't know.
It is a process, Master Jason. Master Bruce has every confidence in you.
You really think so, Alfred?
Absolutely. Or he would not have had me present this to you.
People who believed in me. I can still remember that first night as Robin on patrol. Suddenly, he was more than Batman. He was my partner.
I know I'm supposed to be nervous and all, but can I be honest, Batman?
Always Robin.
This is awesome.
I can see that. But don't ever lose sight of what we're doing out here. Every night, every moment, every time you put on that uniform, you're accepting the risk and responsibility that comes with being a Robin.
He was the closest thing I had to a... Doesn't matter. I was still me. I should have known it wouldn't last.
Tails! I get to kill you both.
Look out, Batman! You almost killed him!
Robin, that's enough. Enough!
Apparently, you can take the kid out of Crime Alley, but not the other way around. Even back then, Batman wasn't sure if I was going to be a hero or something else. All these years later, definitely something else.
Stop him before he hurts some! Have you lost your mind?
Mr. Mayor, a word?
What do you want, Red Hood? Money? A pardon?
You don't have anything I need. Trust me. Come on.
They say there are no straight lines in life, that it's all one big circle. And here we are again.
Whatever this is about, it ends now.
I'd like to think I've changed since he came across that punk kid in the alley. That the sight of Batman towering above me doesn't still make my heart pound in my chest. But that would be a lie. Should I bolt like I should have then? Probably. But I've got something I never had when I was 16 years old. Experience.
Can we talk about this later?
No.
Had to ask.
You know you can't win this.
In a fair fight? Probably not. But cheating? I've got that down.
Maybe ingenuity is a better word. A taser built directly into my body armor.
Please, Red Hood, there's no need to...
Relax, Mr. Mayor. I've got this.
Jason. Don't.
This was the scene an hour ago, when the Batman failed to prevent the Red Hood from shooting the mayor at point-blank range. So far, there is no confirmation on the mayor's condition.
I didn't vote for him anyway. How?
That takes some brass ones. Way to make your mark, kid!
Wish I'd thought of it. Like the only difference between you and him is that he thought of it.
Perfect time for me to put my own guy in City Hall.
Red Hood, huh? You're probably too young to know this, but the original Red Hood. Rumor is the gang was run by the Joker himself.
You don't say.
Honest. So you might want to watch your step. I met that killer clown face to face once. He ain't the kind of guy you want for an enemy.
Yeah.
Kick your pasty white ass.
This is what happens when the little bird flies out of the nest too soon. Consider this in the life lesson from Uncle Joker. Not that you'll be able to apply it in the minute that you have left.
Bruce, sorry.
I missed what happened next because I was dead. Eventually, I got better. A Lazarus pit brought me back to life, and I returned to Gotham City. I was upset Bruce couldn't bring himself to avenge me. Honestly, it's never been the same between us since.
Excuse me, sir.
Sorry, pal. S&M's not really my thing.
No, I think you misunderstand. I work for the Black Mask, part of his false face society.
You can't tell, but I'm dozing off under this mask.
The Black Mask is expanding his operation. He's working on something big. After that stunt you pulled tonight, you're just the kind of talent he's looking for.
I'm not much of a joiner.
I respect that. But if you change your mind...
Your new hideout is a bomb shelter beneath a police station. Too clever by half, Jason.
Well, it's not like you let me stop by and use the Bat computer anytime I need it. So I have to be more creative in how I get my information.
I was just at the hospital. The mayor's still alive. You didn't shoot him. You injected him with the antidote to a techno-organic virus in his system. You even sedated those cops. Why didn't you just tell me?
I have a question for you, Bruce. Why didn't you just trust me?
If I didn't trust you, I wouldn't have asked you to investigate this mysterious connection between City Hall and a new international crime cartel.
Which is how I learned the mayor's nervous system had been co-opted. I'm sure even he didn't know he'd been biohacked. Bruce, we've got an opportunity here. I need to go even deeper into Gotham Underground by becoming one of them.
No, that's too risky. I won't allow it.
Why? Because my name isn't Dick Grayson?
This has nothing to do with Dick, or Tim, or Damien, or anyone other than you. Do you really expect me to stand here and pretend that you don't have a history of crossing the line?
Do you remember what you said to me the night we met? Give people a chance, and they'll usually surprise you. I'm asking you for this chance, Bruce. The Red Hood can go places that Batman can't. Are you going to help me, or get in my way?
My city, my rules. You get one strike, Jason. If I think for an instant you're in too deep, I'm pulling you out. If you take one life, for whatever reason, I'm coming for you.
I mean, it's cool, yeah, but why all the trophies? The penny, the T-Rex, that creepy clown card? It's just... you don't really strike me as the sentimental type, Bruce.
They're touchstones. A way to keep track of where you've been, so you don't lose your way to where you're going.
That's why the graduation photo, huh?
No, this is for me. I most certainly am the sentimental type.
So how are we doing this? Spontaneous?
Serious.
Sexy?
Serious.
Really, sirs, cheese will do.
So here I am, a hero, a villain. I'm the guy who can do things that Batman can't. Become someone that Batman won't. Am I the man Bruce wanted me to become? Not even close. But someday soon, he'll realize I'm exactly who he needs.